Hey guys, Mr. Spoon U2 here, and I'm just coming at you today with that jungle Cinder Ace game that I was talking about the other day. And I wanted to get it out, see if I could at least, try my hardest to get it out here by the end of Sunday. It'll probably be like Monday morning when it drops. But, basically, I'm just going to hop into the practice area just to show, why Cinder Ace Jungle really is actually such a strong pick. And especially if you're really just trying to climb, because essentially my issue was I love Absol, favorite character if I'm being honest, but the issue with Absol is that you're kind of reliant on your team not completely pooping the bed, and you do need to make some meaningful leads for it to work. But essentially a pub stomper most games. But see, most of Cinder Ace's damage is single target, so your ability to clear all of these single target camps in the jungle is fantastic. And I just missed the low sweep there, but it's fine. So essentially you can just kite him around, and yeah, he doesn't want to mess with you. So honestly, your ability to mess up the jungle camps here and clear fast and effectively is almost second to none. The single target damage on this character is amazing, especially with that passive. And I really wanted to bring a eject button here to show you, and I totally forgot. It has a 50-second cooldown, and it takes you about 50 seconds to clear the jungle. If you start the game and eject button over that initial wall, you'll have your eject button back up by the time you finish your first clear right there, and you're level 5. See, there's over here attacking these mons, but you'll be level 5, and you should come out on the top side. Like, the issue is, like, you don't really want to end up on the bottom side because you want to start the Lucario, because you want to clear these as fast as you can, and you can move over and gank top, which, if they're playing smart, they won't be in a gankable position. But rotating down after top through the middle right here, you can take the crabs. And sometimes, if both sides are kind of slow to get to this central XP right here, you can run in and win a skirmish right here for your team. And yeah, dumb bot. And you deal a ton of damage just off your basic attacks. And the first evolution right here is strong enough for you to 1v1 most things at equal levels. But the real strength here is, as you can already see, like, all of my jungle camps are back up. If you rinse this for your second clear, I took a couple camps there. So we'll just go through and rinse for the second clear. You'll hit level 7 very easily. This isn't counting, any scores or something you might have been able to sneak in, because if you sneak in scores, you get the score in XP too. And this is also isn't that ideal because I'm not using my low sweep that much. And I'm playing on a little bit of delay from playing on the recorder because it's just a practice area show off. So you get level 7 on your second clear. And at this point, it's 7 minutes in the game. Dreadnaught's about to be up. You can gank right here. Again, if it's available, and if not, you loop right back around and down, clearing the whole way down. You don't let any neutral XP sit up, and by the time 7 minutes hits right here, you're on the bottom side. You're ready for Dreadnought. That is the most important thing in this game, is being ready for Dreadnought. Ping gather here, ping assistance, what you get right here. I need backup. Seriously, you run down here, you force the bees, you make sure they get them, you just add some extra damage off to the side right here. And the whole time sitting here pinging, you want gather here. And you want the I need backup, not assistance. And then just cycle over to Dreadnought. That is the most important objective, and taking Dreadnought will win your team the game more than anything else. You get it twice and the game's about sealed, honestly. And fighting over that objective, it can be hard as Cinder Ace, because to last hit it, you really have to hold, like, your blaze kick. It's the only, like, burst ability you get, but then you also want to time it with your passive, so you get that filled up, and then come on, stop hitting that thing. And you want to pop it like that. That's your best chance to sit there and actually get the Dreadnought with your burst of damage and really take over the game. Once you get the first one, you can usually push up here, and if the enemy team isn't respecting, which a lot of times they won't, because once you get Dreadnought, people just don't really expect the amount of lead you have, that XP and shield. usually come up here and get a free dunk. And really, if you aren't dunking, you aren't winning the game anyways. So that's really why I like the scoring items, because at the end of the day, if you're getting shoved in and you aren't going to be able to score anyways, were you really going to, like, win the game? At that point, you know, you could have had any other item, and regardless of whether it was useful to you, if you're getting shoved in and not scoring, you're going to lose. So at the end of the day, if you can get a couple scores and then the scoring items let you outscale, really, I think the damage ones are worth it. The scoring items let you outscale your enemy. At that point, it actually makes sense, really, I feel, the scoring items. But if you're not doing the damage ones, like if you're doing the cookie to scale, I don't think the tanks really get enough of a benefit off of that. Like, yes, you get extra HP and it's harder for you to die, but the thing is, even if it's harder for you to die, just based purely off of you know, your HP and not the resistances or anything, what are you really accomplishing? And as far as I can tell, like with the tanks, if somebody else just has extra damage, they're just going to shred through your HP anyways. Win! So at the end of the day, them blowing up your squishies and then dealing with you, it's better off just having the extra damage. So while the items in this game are very useful, really the most defensive one that makes sense is Buddy Barrier to me, and Focus Band, the one that gives you HP when you get low, because it gives you both defensive stats. Like, that's also really good. And if you are a tank, Assault Vest, like, can make sense depending on, you know, what you're seeing a lot more of. But the thing is, at the current state of the game, it is a lot of attackers and really Cinderace, because with what's strongest in the meta right now, like, if Cinderace wasn't the way he is, let me head to the menu real quick. If Cinderace wasn't currently the way he is, the top characters in the game would be Zeraora and Gengar. Because if you want to deal with and have somebody who can deal the most damage in the game, if you want to deal with Gengar and Zeraora, you essentially need a Cinderace. So if you want to beat the things that are really the strongest in the game and be able to consistently put the game on your back, you're going to need to pick Cinderace, and both of these characters are junglers. So when you put Cinderace in the jungle, and then you get him fighting against one of these two, and he gets to actually, you know, beat them, because really, his single target damage, if you get a couple of autos in on Zeraora early, you can very easily win your fight against him, especially with your low sweep dashing. If you reposition correctly and you're just stacking your Ember, you can very easily beat him in an early skirmish. It's not even hard. And then Gengar is honestly one of the worst early characters. Like, if you catch him in the middle, he's dead. He is 100%, like, if I see a Gengar and he came to farm middle crabs, I'm going all in. I will use eject button if I have to make sure you die. You're going to get reset and not get XP for a minute. And yes, their teammates can come help, but usually at that point it's too late, and Gengar does not have the mobility until he hits like level 7. So in that first clear, he's only going to be level 5 with you. So you know he'll have Sludge Bomb, but Sludge Bomb Lick is nothing. A combination of all of Cinderace's damage can easily out-damage Gengar when he's Haunter at level, you know, 5 or 6. It's not gonna matter. It's when he hits 7 and he gets Sludge Bomb and Hex that suddenly he's kind of an issue. But then once Cinderace hits level 8, you get Feint and you can again start soloing him and just murder him. So it comes down to, at the end of the day, if you can kill him early, especially in that middle area, like, I will try my best to hunt down Gengars, because they're abusing something that is just broken for the sake of being broken, and if you shut them down, their team usually just kind of ceases to function, and they always try to sit there and, like, do dumb steals for objectives, and you can roll in and just murder them later. It's pretty funny. Your best bet is to shut him down like once or twice early. Even if you can go and steal like 1 or 2 of his camps so he doesn't hit 7 as quick, you really benefit a lot from just stuffing him a little bit and then getting a little bit ahead. And then if you hit 8 while he's 7, or while he finally hits 7, then you actually have nothing to ever fear from this character, because once you hit Feint, all it takes is you pressing Feint and he whiffs a Hex, because after he sludge bombs, he has to hex. If he doesn't hex immediately, you're going to faint out of his distance, and then he's not going to catch you anyways. So at that point, he has to hex, and once you sidestep it with your feint, he's just going to land, not have it reset, and he's going to die. It happens 9 times out of 10 playing against Gengar. And seriously, Cinderace is definitely the best counter, and then the other thing, Zeraora, you get to counter that ultimate that instantly blows people up, because going invincible, when Zeraora ults you, you have the 3 or 4 ticks of the lightning shocking down before it hits you, or if you run into it, you know, it hits you immediately. You have that little bit of time to press feint, and if you're playing against Zeraora, you just hold your feint for his Unite move, and then the rest of his kit can't outdamage you. You can CC him, and you can run him down, and if you hit your Unite move, he doesn't have a way to dodge it, because both of these Unite moves are sure hit. They hit the character that you target them at. So with Zeraora, he doesn't have a way to get around yours, but you can get around his. Which, I mean, yours deals a lot of AoE damage, but it doesn't, like, straight up one-shot people. It deals, like, a lot of damage, but you have to follow it up to make sure that it's the end of somebody's existence. But with this, you literally, he can just fly in and press it, and somebody's just freaking exploded, completely melted, and that's it. So that's the trade-off, is, you know, you get to actually not die immediately on this character while dealing all your damage and being a carry, but you don't get to just fly around and only, you know, have to have one ability to absolutely nuke somebody's soul. So yeah, hopefully in this game, I think I do end up actually playing against a Gengar, the Jungle Cinderace game I show, and honestly, it's just so strong. It should be the role you play him in. You should fight for it every chance you get. Like, at the beginning, you should be pinging center, and just, you should select center as fast as possible. And yeah, try to pick, like, honestly, pick Cinderace first, because a lot of people try to pick Cinderace, and then you pick your role, and go from there. Alright. So, hopefully you guys like the gameplay. Catch you later, and have a great day. Alright, so I'm recording this because I honestly just picked up jungling Cinderace, and it's actually really fucking good. But the issue is, last game, I was honestly pushing an amazing lead, and I was going to clear back to base, and then push back out for a gank. But a Snorlax on my team took all of my camps or all the big camps with buffs, and then ran top lane, and I ended up falling a level behind their jungle, and because of that, he just steamrolled our bot lane, and there was nothing I could do. I went to go try to stop him, but the issue was, since he out-leveled me, he just out-damaged me, and he barely made it away. Him and his bot lane barely made it away, and it was purely just because I wasn't high level enough. Like, if the Snorlax didn't take the camp from me, I would have been level 7, and that would have gotten me to Cinderace. I would have been 2 levels over their Cinderace, and that amount of advantage is just huge. Like, I would have been able to absolutely body them, but because Snorlax took my camps, I immediately fell behind, and that sucks, but, you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. And it looks like it's trying to gank top. I definitely want to get this camp, though. Yeah, you just help them clear the neutral camps. Alright, he went the bad Pikachu build too. That's sick. So we're probably good. I'm just gonna head back over here and start clearing my camps. Like, you gotta be on top of your camps, just because people will super greed for jungle camps. Killed 2 of them up top. There's no point in dying for anything. I really wanted the score, but this is more important. This is why I was saying he stole my camps and I fell behind in XP. If you can hit Cinder Ace like this, and then look, dude's still at Score Bunny. Oh my god. Nobody at bot lane. I needed to ping that I was going in. That's my own fault. I seriously just got too greedy for absolutely no reason. They'll be fine though. I forced them to eat a fruit and I can just come back because they'll probably overextend. Yeah, Lucario's going in hard. I'm gonna take this, see if I can get around behind him real quick. Ooh, Crustle, Crustle. Yep, that's what I wanted. With Feint, I can, there we go. And we got the XP for our team up top. Like that. Once we got Dreadnought, it didn't matter what they did. Like they were gonna try all sorts of bullshit once we did, but it didn't matter for them. Okay, so clear on the bot, and then I'll go back up top. Yeah, that super greedy solo dive was totally not worth it. I could have just left, went and cleared some more camps, leveled up. That's the kind of thing you want to be doing, but like I'm just still at that point where I feel like I can absolutely body most of the people. Yeah, see, there's nothing they can do. I'm level 11. What are they gonna do? Like actually try to fight this? And we stayed because top lane goal still up there. Not letting them get this neutral XP. Slowbro understands I can hold this. What's he gonna do? Like try to kill me? He'll literally just get his cheeks clapped. like knows. What are you doing? Do you really want to die that bad, dude? Oh my god!
What a goal! 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 What a goal!
Alright, yep, yep. Okay, thank goodness. Got people who understand, like, as long as we just defend, we win here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Time's up.
That's why Lucario didn't stop. Dude's not that great.
You win.
Okay, what? Alright, so another veteran level soft, and seriously, all people have to do is not steal your camps, and once you get a little bit of a level lead on Cinderace, the amount of damage you do is just freaking wicked. Like, honestly. Here, head back to the main menu. Let's see how that last game looks for damage. I did lose the game right before it. It was literally just because I fell behind on levels because of that one time he stole my camps. Yeah, like 92k damage. Closest person to me there was Pikachu, but damn, like, yeah, Pikachu was hard carrying their team. I just carried harder. That's ridiculous, actually. Like, how many kills did he have? 7? Yeah. He was trying. It's just, he didn't have iframe. Literally, he has point and click CC. He just didn't have iframes like I do. So when they would whip stuff at me, it's like, all right, I'm not gonna take that damage, and I'm going to kill you for it. But yeah, honestly, Cinder Ace Jungle is definitely the way to go. You can just hard carry your games, and as long as people do not steal, like, do not steal your junglers' camps. It is so important for them to hit those level thresholds, because that's really why people go in the jungle. And I honestly just kind of thought about it, and I was like, huh, you know, Cinderace is like all single target, and he clears single target, like single things the best. So if you send him in the jungle, then suddenly you're just murdering single target camps. You can clear as fast as any other jungle. You don't take damage because you're ranged, and you can just kite everything out. and then you get to level faster than the other Cinder Aces that are just sitting in lane. So you really are super strong, and you get to just run around and beat people up, because you'll be reboot by the time you finish the first clear, and most of like the score bunnies are like level 3 or 4. And if you walk into their lane as reboot, you can almost one-shot those score bunnies. And like, or if they have a Ralts, like if they have a Ralts, you should seriously just wait a second, and the second they go to push up, or if you see them at all use their eject button offensively to try to get a kill or something, just run in there, and there's nothing they can do. Especially if they burnt their side shock, they'll try to blink away, but you're just going to dash through them. It's going to mark them for more. You're passive, and she just explodes. And once you kill her once or twice, and she falls behind, and then the most important thing, it really is to score a kill or two, and then force your laners to take the neutral camps. Like, ping assistance and sit on the neutral camps and just beat them up. And once you do, they'll come over and start like trying to take the camps, and they'll be scared because you're an extra person there. They're like, oh, the jungler's here, we can't just run into this. And then you force a lead on your allies, and you kind of just walk away from the camp and see if they can take it the best. Like, you just kind of force them off. And if the jungler, you know, comes to gank just because you're there, you just walk back to the little base, heal a little bit, and maybe pick up a fruit, and you'll be about the same level as the other jungler, but you should have Blaze Kick, and that almost alone is enough to just catch people and make them get absolutely murdered. Level 7, like, or not even, yeah, it is level 7 when you get Blaze Kick, but still, it's like, that's enough. Well, anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna keep grinding, make another video when I hit what is it, ultra rank after this, and yeah, dude, Cinder Ace jungle, that's definitely the wave.